There's Kofu, Arya. That's our male albino water monitor. You named him, right?
Yeah.
He's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's basking.
He's handsome.
He's very handsome, yes. What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily, and we are going into the snake room today, and we're going to be taking a look at some boas, some ball pythons, some cool projects, a little of this, little of that. It's one of those fun days here at the facility. We're going to be taking a look at my water monitor that escaped, I think, and seeing how she's doing, and trying to get my male out. They've been in a little grumpy mood. You know, usually after I feed them, they don't want to be bothered. They just want to kind of bask and digest. So I don't always get to take them out every day. And my male is kind of, I think it's a male, is kind of moody. So I think over the next month or two, we should be able to start sexing these things and seeing some changes in their facial structure and everything like that, because they're getting kind of bigger, and I see that they're starting to change a little bit. So hopefully I'll get one of my expert friends like Sean O'Rourke, and he can maybe help me sex these things. All right, let's go into the snake room and see what's going on today. All right, guys, got my green tree pythons out here. We're just trying to take a look at them. They haven't really eaten in a while, and I don't know if this is, we did catch them breeding about 2 weeks ago, and I'm not really sure. This male feels a little on the thin side, which is a little bothersome to me. So I wanted to take them out. No one really handles their green tree pythons for good reason, because they can bite you. And I got news for you. I got bit by one of these. It's not fun. They got really long teeth, and it goes all the way down to the bone. But I wanted to take him out because I figure if he moves around a little bit, I'll be able to hear if he has any kind of like respiratory, because you'll hear like a little bit of a gurgle. He doesn't seem to be gurgling. You see any snot, Pablo?
No.
No, he looks. I'm surprised he's being so nice and he's not attacking me. But
tongue flicking good.
yeah, tongue flicking is good. I mean, he's not sitting on the heat. The female, when did the female eat?
I want to say 3 weeks ago.
All right, so she hasn't really eaten either, but she's sitting under the hot spot, which they usually don't. So she potentially could be gravid. That's a possibility. I mean, it's funny because when my other female had babies, or had eggs, I should say, laid a clutch, we only saw her locked once, I think, and that was it, and that's all it took. So maybe they know when it's time, and these green tree pythons don't need to lock multiple times like the ball pythons do. So you would think he would start eating though again, especially being on the thinner side, and we're gonna just keep an eye on him. Maybe he looks like he's going to a shed cycle, maybe.
Yeah.
So that's a possibility. So if he sheds, then maybe he'll eat after that. So he looks good to me. He's just very thin, and I guess I can see his spine. I don't like his weight, and I know green trees love to eat. So there's a possibility that maybe because he was breeding, he didn't eat, and now he's in shed. So we'll keep an eye on him. And like I said, every once in a while, you might have to suck it up, and if you have a green tree, take it out, so you can just give it a good little, almost like a health examination. And once again, he's being pretty cooperative, so I don't feel like I'm at risk of being bit right here, which is a good thing. I very rarely do you get to hold a nice green tree python. I mean, they're beautiful. I mean, who doesn't want a green snake, right? So we're gonna put him back, and I'm thinking about putting Reptile in the bottom of these cages. I think they're gonna look better. We have paper right now, but I'm gonna just put some Reptile in here. Maybe the humidity's not enough in here. That's the only thing I'm worried about. It's not that humid in here. I know you don't want them to be too wet, but I think they could be a little more moist in here. So we're gonna put this guy back. Show me over there. Show me. See the female sitting under the heat, under that radiant heat panel. So I'm not gonna take her out and bother her, just in case she is gravid. What a beautiful view at my pool window, the pool cage window, which is no longer a pool cage. It's become the home of the peacocks, as you can see. Why, you ask? Well, because we still haven't got the pool cage fixed from the hurricane. And we will eventually, but not right now. So right now, outside my house, I have peacocks. They come right up to my, let's see if they stay. They come up, they're fleeing. There they go, taking off, my dinosaurs. My little dinosaur friends. So beautiful. Yeah, they think my pool's like a pond for them. Aria, we're gonna take a look at the carpet pythons. Okay, they're pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Let's zoom in there. Oh, there's my double het snow carpet python, and we're breeding it. Don't stick that in there. We're breeding it to its son actually, who's a visual snow. So we want to try to produce some more snows. I think someone was asking on Morelia Python Radio the other day. I was watching, and they were saying, "Who's breeds snow carpet pythons?" I do. I don't have a million of them, but there's my male, who's looking really nice. And I don't know if my female's gravid or not. My other carpet had that clutch that was kind of premature. She looks like she's in shed though, so if she sheds, then it'll probably be another 30 days before we get a clutch. I'm hoping that she's gravid because I'd like to have some more snows this year. I lost a female the other day. I was really, really upset about. So I'd definitely like to see some more visual snows. There's Kofu, Aria. That's our male albino water monitor. You named him, right?
Yeah.
He's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's basking.
He's handsome.
He's very handsome, yes. He's got red eyes. Why does he have red eyes? What does that mean?
Albino.
Right. So he's an albino Asian water monitor. And he's basking under his little ceramic heat emitter there, warming himself up. Maybe he's going to take a bath after that in his little tub, which doesn't have enough water in it. And
We'll fill it up.
should we go in there and try to pet him a little bit?
He's nice a little bit.
He's not in a good mood. I think he's trying to just bask. I don't want to bother him too much. I don't want him to run away. We do love him though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll take him out another time. Let's let him bask. His sister ran away the other day. We found her though, thank God. I guess we'll show that little video.
I wonder where she is now.
No, we found her. We found her, so she's okay. All right, here is a beautiful female that I've been waiting to have a litter, or a clutch, I should say, for quite some time. She didn't go last year. Hopefully she'll go this year. This is a Spider Orange Dream, fire or vanilla. I think it's vanilla, actually. Head clown, so really, really nice. Gorgeous, big girl. I think she's gravid now, but I thought that last year and she wasn't. This is a good example of, how spider can really, really make a snake beautiful.
I think she's so pretty.
She's very pretty, and a lot of people are afraid of the spider gene. I don't know why, because it's like the woke society. Everyone doesn't want. People want to cancel everyone. They want to cancel the spider gene. I don't know why, but if you like it, work with it. I like it. I don't have a million spider, ball pythons, but I have a lot of them because I like the white that it puts in here. I like the way it takes away some of the pattern and lightens things up, and it cleans stuff up.
A little bit.
Yeah, she's a little scared, but the Orange Dream is really nice. I think the Orange Dream Vanilla works really well with the spider. And this is obviously Het Clown, this female, so we're breeding her to a Russo Enchi clown. So we're gonna get Enchi in there, hopefully. Russo with clown looks amazing. I don't know if you guys have seen that combination. I saw it at a show and I was so taken by it, I had to buy the snake, and that's when I bought the Russo Enchi clown. And I think that we're gonna get some really, really nice babies for this breeding. So we'll keep an eye on her, and I'll keep you updated. All right, so this is my banana sugar pastel. I got this from Mike Wilbanks in 2014, one of my first pickups. Bananas back then were really expensive, and Mike worked with a lot of sugar stuff, so I always liked the way it looked. It had a white kind of whited things out, and I thought it was just interesting. So when I bred this girl for the first time, and took her a long time to get up to size, and I'm embarrassed to tell you why, because I actually thought she was the male. I bought two bananas from him, and I was so wet behind the ears, I couldn't even sex snake, so I thought that she was the male. So I was underfeeding her, and then the male, I was trying to overfeed, and he wouldn't eat it all because he was wanting to breed. So this girl actually was probably, I lost a few years on breeding her because she was on the small side. But when I did breed her, I bred her to a mandarin male, and we produced that gorgeous sugar banana pastel mandarin female that's hopefully, that was locked the other day. We'll show her. I'll just show it to you real quick. But so this is the mother that made it happen. Banana and sugar work really well together, and you throw a mandarin in and it just lights this thing up like crazy. And I just wanted to show you real quick. That's the daughter of the other one. So that's the same genes, mandarin, banana, pastel. Banana, pastel, sugar with the added mandarin. And you can see what mandarin did. Look at those crazy, crazy radioactive striping and orange outlines there. Tremendous allelic. Well, not allelic, but epistatic, I guess, interaction you're getting. And she's soaking herself here. She's probably going to go into shed. Hopefully we saw her breeding the other day, so hopefully we'll get a bunch of eggs from her in another month or so. Ah, I love these babies. No longer babies. They're getting pretty big. They're over a year old now. This is my banana blade clown. Banana blade hurricane clown, I should say. You know, it's really kind of cool because a lot of times banana stuff really fades as they get older, and even banana clown stuff fades. And this guy, and I think it's because the hurricane is still in there, is in this gene combination. And hurricane is dark. It's really keeping the pattern. It's really staying high contrast. The colors are still there. Yes, it's gotten a little yellower, and things have spread out a little bit more, but it almost it's different, but it's kind of better in a way. And I'm really happy that it really kept it. I really think that's why I think hurricane clowns are so popular, because they really give a much more high contrast look to the clown. And then when you take away some color, like what banana does, because banana's kind of like a T positive-ish looking, you know, or hypo-ish looking morph. It takes away some of the darkness. So you have a lot of darkness in hurricane, you take it away with banana, and you get a lot of purples and oranges. And so this little boy is probably breeder ready right now, I'd say. And he might go into the rotation. Now, ultimately, probably next year, he'll be breeding his sister, who's same combo, hurricane blade clown. And I think they're about the same. She's a little bigger, so, but she needs a lot more size. She can't breed this year. But that's ultimately the goal, so we can produce some super hurricane, super blade clowns, banana clowns. And here's a cool little Dinker project that I had bred, a Dinker to a hurricane, and I produced a hurricane Dinker. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the gene is. It's going to probably take me another 20 years to prove this thing out and figure out exactly what it is, but this is definitely a hurricane version of the Dinker, and I really like the way it looks. Love the way these alien heads kind of like merge together here. So this is just hurricane and this weird gene. I kind of called the freedom gene, but I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with that. It seems to open up pattern, free it up a little bit. That's where I was coming up with the name freedom. And we'll see. It's got some interesting highlights too. It almost looks inchy-ish, but it's not. So I'll keep you updated on this. I have a couple of combinations. I did some freedom lavender too stuff. So I have some hit lavenders that have the freedom gene in it. So I'm playing around with it. You got to have a couple little projects on the back burner that may turn out to be nothing down the road, or it might prove to be something. But you have to, I make a few little spaces in my racks just to have those. I try to keep the most extreme versions, and I sell off the rest. It's just Dinker stuff, and so some of the stuff is floating around there, but a lot of it is going to be staying here. And look at all the blushing on the lower border. There's definitely something more to this snake. I mean, I'm telling you, this gene is something. But like I said, right now I wouldn't even sell it as anything other than a Dinker, because I don't know. But I'm trying to hold back the ones that seem to have this gene. And once again, I'll show you another version of it. All right, now here's another version of it. This is that Dinker gene, I think, right here. That's also het lavender albino. So I bred the Dinker to a lavender albino, and we produce everything. All the babies obviously are het lavender albino, and this is kind of like Dinkerish. Look at, you can see it's light. It's got connecting these, freed up these alien heads. It's got some blushing, once again, a lower border. It's a lot lighter. Now this lightness can be also from the fact that it's het lavender, so I don't want to get too excited about the Dinker aspect of it. But the Dinker definitely lightens it up a little bit too. So we'll keep an eye on these. This is a male, so I'll probably breed the male with the female that are both het lavenders to try to maybe see if there's a super form or something like that of this. But definitely hardly normal. This is hardly normal. Look at the crazy size look at the crazy size this female added. This is a pied that's het hypo, het ultramel. So if you remember that Ultra Glow pied project, which is the ultramel hypo pied, I produced visuals of. This is some of the siblings from that. And this is a female I held back. She's a pied that's het hypo and het ultramel. She might breed this year. She's pretty big. And I have her sister too, and she's the same. She's pied, het hypo, het ultramel. So I kept them back just because I figured, you know what? Can't have too many females in this project. I could always take my males and breed them to these females and produce hopefully some more ultra glow pieds. And just, you have to have backup, because what if my female that I've been using doesn't do anything or she dies? You always got to have the backup. So here she is. Both these little sisters are staying right here. All right, here's one of my Sanzinia. This is my female Sanzinia from Tom Crutchfield. Tom actually wants to sell me a breeder-ready female Sanzinia, which I really, really would love to get. I just have to ask. The only problem is I don't have a male for it, so it would be like a lone wolf, so to speak, until these guys got old enough, which is going to take a couple of years. So I don't know if I want to go that route. We'll see. I do love these Sanzinia. They've almost become my favorite boas because they're arboreal. They're cool, and they can take cold temperatures. I'm going to be putting these guys outside. Tom houses his outside. There's the male over there. So eventually we're going to put these guys outside. They're putting some really good size. The Pablo said they've been eating really well. They always eat every single week. And you can see they like to perch, but they don't necessarily hang out like perching like a green sheath python will. They just like to be higher up, see what's going on. So once again, I can't wait till they get big enough so I can put them outside. It would be so cool. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. You can see in the background my olive pythons chilling out. They're getting a little last bit of sunlight before the sun goes down here. They're basking, and then they'll head into their little hide box there probably for the night. They like to hang out in there when it gets dark here. I don't blame them. There's a lot of crazy animals here at night. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. We got to take a look at a bunch of different things that kind of interest me. My daughter Aria was with me today in the snake room. She was home from school. Hopefully she'll be going back tomorrow. You know, these kids get sick all the time, and it's a miracle that I don't get sick more often, but I take my vitamins. Make sure you take your vitamins. All right, guys. If you like what you see, and show me the love, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, hit that like button. I'll see you back tomorrow morning.